Hello and welcome. My name is Audrey, and today's vocab class will be on crime. So we'll learn some new words about crime and practice using them in conversation. Go ahead and join, and in a few moments we will begin. Hi, Mohammed. How are you?
Hi Audrey, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Do you
I hope
remember
you
me?
are too. Yes, I remember you.
Yesterday. Good morning.
You.
Yes.
It's my first.
Actually,
Hello. This is my first sharing with you in this
well,
class.
great. Nice to meet you. We
Nice
have
to
two
meet you.
Mohammeds today.
Yes, I am from Syria.
Okay, great.
Yes, but now I live and work in Kuwait, in Gulf region.
In Kuwait?
But Kuwait, Gulf region. Gulf.
Interesting. Hi,
I
Carlo.
want
How
to
are
ask you
you?
what.
Hi. Hi. I'm fine. Thank you. And you?
Fine, thank you.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you okay. Okay, it looks like we're pretty full, so we're going to go ahead and begin. Alejandro, there's a lot of noise coming from your mic. Okay, it's a little better now. Okay, today's class is on crime vocab. So we're going to begin by introducing ourselves and tell us your name, where you're from, and tell us a little bit about the crime in your area. Is crime a big problem, and what kinds of crimes are popular in your area? So my name is Audrey. I'm from the US, and I live in a pretty small town, so there's not too much crime. Just the occasional incident, but it's really not that big of a problem. I'm lucky for that. So let's start with Alejandro. How are you?
Okay, so I am fine. Hi, everybody. I came from Spain, from Valencia, and I feel so good.
Great, perfect. And tell us a little bit about the crime in your area.
Decline. What is decline? Can you test it, please?
Crime.
Okay,
Can you see
sorry.
it?
I don't read anything.
It's in the group chat.
Okay, you are talking about the thought, guns?
Right. Violence or robbery.
So yes, in Spain we have a lot of mafia. I don't know, mafia, yes, because by the situation down, you know, it's a good location about for the traffickers, for drugs. A lot of drugs here in Spain. Turning is a point, exactly point for the narco, you know.
Right.
So, yes.
And in your specific city, you said you're from Valencia, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Is it a very big problem in that specific city?
I don't think so, but it's like we have some problems with violence, but it's not a city very dangerous. You can walk at the street by the street with calm, but you know it's have problems like a lot of city, but don't is a violent city.
Yes, I see. Okay, let's go to Carlo. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. My name is Carlos. I'm from Dominican Republic, and About the crime in my area, it's a little bit, people sometimes selling drugs and those kind of things. It's not, it's not a big deal, but we sometimes see those kind of things in my area.
Right. So maybe it's not so dangerous, but there's still criminal activity. Is that what you think?
Yes, sometimes there are some robbers that they can rob you, and we see those kind of things sometimes.
Yes. I see. Okay, and let's go to Philippe. How are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you. Okay. My name is Filip. I'm from Poland, and crime in my area, I think, is not so big problem. Only small incidents, this kind. I don't hear about the biggest crime in my area.
Okay, okay. Godeman, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Great. Can you tell us, well, introduce yourself, tell us where you're from, and tell us a little bit about the crime in your area.
Hello everyone, my name is Godfred Ella Goodman. I'm calling from Denmark, but yeah, I'm originally from Congo, but I'm living in Denmark right now. And yeah, so about the crime in my area, there is no much crime. It's a little town, so but in the big town there is a lot of crime. So here where I live, I haven't seen any crime at all. So
Well, that's good. And how does that compare to where you're from in the Congo?
yeah, in Congo, because I'm from in the big city, there was too much crime. People just do a lot of crime. So, but at least they are at least in Congo. But because here, if you do crime, you be caught by police. You go in jail. It's the same also in Congo, but in Congo, there is some time there is a corruption. You pay some money, you get released very quickly. So
Yes, yes,
yeah.
there always is that problem. Okay, let's
Mm.
go to Hakan.
Hello, my name is Hakan and I'm from Turkey. If I mention crimes in Turkey, it should be said that gangs and sometimes honor killing and also hijack.
Oh, yes, yes. And in your particular city, do you live in a big city?
No, not really big.
So do you have to worry a lot about the crime in your city?
No, not really. We are, just we are chilling out and that's all.
Well,
No
that's good.
much crimes. But if talking about the crimes, they're mostly in the South region.
Oh, okay. Okay, and Johnny, how are
Hi
you?
everybody, I'm fine and you?
Fine, thank you. Tell us where you're
Okay,
from and a little bit about the crime in your area.
okay, from Colombia, most exactly Barranquilla. In this moment we have a lot of problem with that because we have a social problems, very difficult social problems. Uh, in that way, many young people have to incur that way to give money.
Mm-hmm.
They are organized in gangs, and in some neighborhoods are very dangerous to walk at night.
Oh, I see.
And
And what
and
about
the
your
the
neighborhood?
saddest what?
What about your neighborhood?
He's in the middle, you know. He's not secure, but he's not dangerous too.
Yes, I see. But,
So
well, it could be worse then. Okay,
okay,
good.
that's all. Thank you.
Let's go to Mohammed, the first one. Mohammed Abdallah?
Okay. Hello?
Yes,
Hello,
we
hello. Can
can
you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, okay. In Arab countries, or as my country, Syria, or here in Kuwait, crime is not good. It's not big problem because we can see the all people is good. Not all people, but the big percentage is good of good people. So crime here it's not big problem. People live here peacefully with peaceful uh, through
Okay.
hello.
Yes, sorry.
Okay, that's
Okay.
to say.
Okay, good. And Mohammed Hamdi?
Yes. First, in Cairo, there's high class areas and medium and low class areas. Crime happens in the low class areas, and there is no mafias or gangs. It's individual crimes. You know, when someone find someone, his friend is in a fight, he gonna fight, and knife or a dagger, something like that. It's all individual crimes, not gangs or mafias. That's
Okay,
my
I
point.
see. Well, that's good because those are the most dangerous, right?
But it happens many too much.
Too much individual crimes also.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Because you
see.
find your friend in a fight and you help them, and it's gonna be dramatic.
Yes, yes. Okay, so let's go ahead and start the vocab lesson. Let me get this screen up. Can everybody see okay?
Yeah, I can see well.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, perfect. Let's go first. Let's go first to Alejandro. Could you read us the example? The word is smuggler.
I don't know. I mean, that's word.
Could you just read the example sentence for us? And then we'll discuss what it means.
Okay, so yeah, I think it's like it's a synonym of narco.
Could you read it out loud for us, the sentence?
Okay, good. The smuggler brought 15 kilos of marijuana into the country.
Right. And perfect. It's somebody who brings in drugs into the country. Smuggler.
Smuggler. Okay.
Yeah. Are there any questions about this word smuggler?
Yes, I didn't understand it.
Alejandro, could you explain
Yeah,
this word
maybe.
smuggler?
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, maybe is a synonym of narco. Is a person that is working transporting drugs. In this case, it's marijuana.
Şimdi gel.
He sells marijuana.
Marijuana is like the
Drug.
thing, yeah, it's for smoke.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So a smuggler is anybody who brings something illegal into a country.
Okay.
Is everybody clear? Smuggler?
Yeah.
Please, Audrey, too much noise. I am listening a lot of noise. I don't know. You know?
I think it's coming from you, Alejandro. There's a lot of noise coming from your microphone.
Okay, so sorry, but my bedroom is complete silence. I don't know why, but I close my mouth and put off the micro, I continue listening the same sound, you know, the same noise when I put off my micro. Don't worry, I put off my micro. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Good.
Okay.
Excuse me about the smuggler. He
Yes.
brings any illegal something or drugs,
It
especially
could
drugs.
be it could be anything illegal, but typically it's used for drugs.
Okay, okay.
Yes. Okay, so let's go now to the next word, which is hijacking. Carlo, could you read us the example?
Yes. Hijacking, airport security in the USA is very strong to prevent people from hijacking planes.
Okay, so this word hijacking, could you explain to us what it means?
Yes, in my opinion, hijacking is like something wrong, something bad you can do, but I don't have the complete idea of what it is.
Could anybody else help explain what this means, hijacking?
Yes, I can.
Okay, go ahead.
Hijacking is like when you take a person liberty.
Something like that.
Something like that. Yes.
Right. If
When
you're
you
hijacking,
keep
if
a
you're hijacking a
person.
plane, that'd be like you're taking it over. You're taking control of it.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Could you give a better explanation?
The similar words can be kidnapping.
Yes.
I'm sorry?
Kidnapping is the similar word.
Kidnap.
Yeah.
But the next one? Yeah, it's like but an object. When you're hijacking something, you could, when you hijack a plane, you take it over, you take control of it, kind of stealing the plane.
Okay, it's like a kidnap.
Yes, but for an object. Because when you kidnap, that's for a person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not a person, it's an object.
Right, exactly. So does anybody want to give another example sentence with hijacking? I know, Hakan, you used it whenever you
I now understand I misspelled it because hijacking is about plane, right? About plane and about vehicles.
Right, exactly.
Okay, then I misspelled my word, crimes in Turkey. So it's not hijacking, maybe kidnap, they're just taking some children, some people somewhere else.
Okay, yes, because this is for not for people.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Okay, so are we clear on hijacking?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Philippe, could you read us this example?
Okay.
The word is probation.
Probation. Janice was put on probation after being released from jail.
Right, after being released from jail.
Released from jail, yeah, thank you.
Perfect.
I don't know what.
Does anybody know what this word probation means?
Yes, if I may. I don't know,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, okay. I think probation is to put someone under exam for a while, to see if they actually change, if they do better now. After when they spend the time in a jail, they put them under observation, observe them to see if they are better now and they deserve to be free.
Right, exactly. So once you get out of jail, you still have to wait a period before you're entirely free. Because there's going to be a probation officer that will watch you. So are there any questions about probation? Everybody understand okay?
Could you say a better explanation for it?
Probation. Okay, so it's the period of time after you get out of jail, when they're watching you to make sure that you don't mess up again or that you don't commit another crime.
Okay, I got it.
This word is only about jail.
Usually, when when you're talking about crime, it will be the specific period in time after you get out of jail or prison.
Okay.
Everybody okay?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, the next word is blackmail.
Oh.
Gasan, could you read this example?
Blackmail. The man tried to blackmail. Oh, I lost the picture. Somebody is
I'm
using the
sorry.
picture. Okay.
Can
The
you see
man
it?
tried to. Yes, yes. The man tried to blackmail the judge by threatening to expose his affair. So,
Right. So, what does this mean?
Oh, it means that he's threatening him. If you don't do this, I have information on you. I have a tape, or I have something that I could hurt you with. So you have to do what I say, or you have to judge in my favor, so I don't, expose you by the information I have.
Right, exactly. So you have some bit of information that you can release in case somebody doesn't do what you want them to do.
It can also mean it's like forcing somebody to do something you don't want to do.
Right. By threatening
Yeah.
them with that information, you force them to do what you want them to do.
Yeah.
Exactly. Any questions about blackmail?
Is it like manipulate?
No, it's not this.
Can you ask again?
Is it like manipulate?
No.
Not
I don't quite
manipulation.
understand. Oh, okay.
He's asking
Manipulate.
Yeah, it's not necessarily about money. It could be like in this case, you say, if the judge does not rule in your favor or does not make the right decision that you want him to make, then you will give up some information that will compromise his position.
So it's not like bribes.
No, not really.
It's
Not
like an
really.
extortion.
Or making the judge threaten. That's all, right?
Making him what?
Scared of doing something right.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, I got it.
Did everybody else understand?
Yes.
Okay, we'll go to the next one. Goldman, could you read this one?
Terrorists. In recent years, there has been an increase in terrorist attacks.
Okay, so
I
tell
think
us
I
what
don't need to
terrorist is.
explain this. I don't need to explain because everyone knows what it means, because it's to terrorist people, to kill people, to I don't know how to explain when it's always happening. So
Yes. Does anybody else want to take a turn at explaining?
Yes, I can. It's
Go
someone who
ahead.
scare people to do. Someone who scare people to make the police or the government apply for his demands.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
So this is a pretty used word in these years. Let's go to the next if we don't have any questions. Hakan, could you read this one? Burglary.
Yes. Burglary became a big problem for Paul's store since the security system broke.
Right, great. So can you tell us what burglary is?
It is kind of thief
Mm-hmm, exactly.
or steal something.
Right, robbing something. So any questions about burglary? Is it a new word for all of you? Or have you seen it
Yes,
before?
for me a new word. It's like simply it's like a thief or
It's
specific
like
something.
stealing. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's basically the same thing. A thief is the person that steals. Okay?
The translation is burglary, or
The person is not burglary. The action is burglary.
I
So that
ask about translation as well. Like how to pronounce this word.
Can you ask again?
How pronounce this word? Can you repeat?
Oh yes, burglary. Burglary.
Burglary.
Okay. If someone steal from someone or steal in a place.
Either one.
Either one. Okay.
Yeah. It's just stealing.
Okay.
Okay, good. The next word, verdict. Verdict, and we'll go with Johnny.
Okay. Verdict. At the end of the trial, the verdict was not guilty.
Right, at the end of the trial,
Trial
the verdict was not guilty.
was not guilty.
So have you heard this word before, Johnny?
No, it's a word. It's a new word for me.
Can you guess what it means based on the example?
I don't understand what does trial means. Trial.
I think that it's the decision that the judge do.
Right, exactly. It's the decision made in court. So the verdict was not guilty. That means the judge and the jury said that the criminal was not guilty.
Okay, what does trial means? Trial word.
A trial?
Yeah, trial.
That means the court case.
Court case.
So at the end of the court case, the verdict was not guilty.
Okay.
Everybody okay with this word verdict?
Yeah.
Okay, great. The next word is mugger. Mohammed, could you read this example for us?
Okay, a mugger attacked me and took my watch on my way home from work.
Right, exactly. So, what is a mugger?
I think it's a person who attacks others in their ways. Am I right?
It's somebody who attacks and takes things, like a robber on the streets.
Yeah.
Right. Is this a new word for anybody?
Yeah, for me.
There's a new word.
Okay.
I
Is
deduced
it
it from the
understood
example.
okay?
Yes. My question is a kind of person who attacked you on street and you have and he can.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, is it okay?
Okay.
Good. Let's go to the next. This is a verb, to assault. To assault. Russell, how are you? Are you there? Okay, that's fine. We'll go back to Alejandro. Can you read us this example to assault?
So I think, okay. So I think it's like, in this example, it's like the man attack is like hit his woman because he hit his woman or something like that. It's like a violence action, maybe.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Assault, any kind of violent attack. So in this example, Evan was in prison for assaulting his wife. It'd be any kind of violent act towards his wife. Any questions about this before we move on?
No.
Okay, the next word is thief.
No,
Carlo,
it's
can you
easier.
read it for us?
Yes. Thief. Catch that thief. He took my backpack.
Right, perfect.
Catch
So
that.
tell us what thief.
Yes, I think it's very easy. A thief is someone who is accustomed to steal person.
Right, good. So tell us, what's the difference between a thief and a mugger?
All right. I think that a thief could be a mugger, but a mugger couldn't be a thief. Is that right?
Well, a thief is a more general term. So anybody who steals anything is a thief. But a mugger is like a thief on the streets who attacks you.
Yes. Thanks for explanation.
You're welcome. Okay, any other questions with thief? I think most people have heard this one. Okay, the next word is fraud. Philippe, could you read us this example, fraud?
Okay. Fraud. The
Accountant?
accountant was arrested from fraud.
Right, the accountant was arrested for fraud. So do you have any idea what this word means, fraud?
When you lie to someone in order to give
Anyone have an explanation?
May I?
Yes.
I think fraud means manipulating or changing the numbers or the facts to show it differently and make some money, of a transaction or something. So manipulating the facts and the numbers in the papers, I think that's fraud.
Right, exactly. You said it exactly right. Are there any questions about that? Everybody okay?
Pronunciation,
Fraud.
teacher. Fraud.
Yes, fraud. Okay. Okay, let's go to the next word. Shoplifter. Shoplifter. Gasan, could you read us this one?
Yes. Although the shoplifter left the store unnoticed, the evidence was clear on the security video. So shoplifter, someone who get in a shop or a store and take something and go away. Normally they think nobody sees them, nobody watches them, so that kind of thief, they call it shoplifter.
Right. Perfect. Exactly. So, any questions about shoplifter, a thief who steals something from a store? It's okay?
Yeah.
Okay, great. The next word we have is fine. Fine. Godeman, could you read this one?
There is a fine to pay for pirating movie legally.
Right. Does anybody pirate movies illegally? Does anybody not pirate movies illegally? I think that's a better question. Okay, so what does this word fine mean?
Fine, I think it's the law you get. It's the, I don't know which word to use, but it's the punishment you get to if you download the music or you make a pirating some movie illegally on the internet or whatever.
Well, a fine
You download.
is a little bit more general than that. A fine can
Okay,
be
yeah.
any amount of money that you have to pay
Yeah, it's
as a penalty.
yeah, it's like a fees you have to pay for downloading some movie illegally.
Right, but it can be for any crime.
Any crime, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. So there any questions on fine? Fine.
I think I have a question. Maybe they call when you get in some place, sometimes they call it fine or fair. I don't know if I can use fine as fair or not.
Well, fine is more like some payment for a criminal act. So fare could be bus fare, what you pay to get on the bus or what you pay to get on a boat, anything like that, any kind of payment. But a fine is something, if you've done something bad, you have to pay a fine. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, great. Any other questions? Okay. We'll move on to vandal. Our next word is vandal. Hakan, could you read this for us?
Sure. So many vandals graffiti the school walls every year.
Right, so tell us a little bit, what is this word, vandals?
Actually, I don't know the meaning of this word.
Does anybody want to explain the word vandals?
Vandals, I think it's people who draw some graffiti on everywhere. It can be on the bus, it can be on the train, it can be on the building walls, it can be a school wall, it's everywhere. I think that means vandals.
A vandal could be anybody who destroys property.
Yeah.
So whether it's by, doing graffiti or busting out windows or destroying buildings, any person who destroys property like that.
Like barber?
Like what?
Barber. Barbar. I don't know how to call it, but it's
bandit.
written in the chat board.
Oh,
barbar.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that word is.
I don't understand what does barber means.
This word vandal, you don't understand?
Barbar, what does that?
Barbar. It's a kind of people. I don't know, like Arab, Berber, English. It's kind of people, but I can Greek, something like that. Kind of people.
I don't think I've ever seen that word barbar.
I don't know what I think they are.
Barbary. It's like a bandit.
Oh, yes, yes. hmm So, so are there any questions about vandal? Is it clear?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, perfect. And our last word before we review is witness. Witness. Uh, Johnny, could you tell us this example?
Witness. Police interrogative Matt for 2 hours because he was a witness to the crime.
So what is this witness?
I don't know. I think like it's like a person who sees something, person who
Right,
saw the crime.
right, exactly. A witness is
Yes.
somebody
Okay.
who sees the crime. So the police will bring the witnesses in so they can talk to them. Russell, how are you a witness? I see you in the chat. Yes, you're a witness to this class, aren't you? Okay, perfect. Are there any questions about this word witness? Very good. Okay, we're going to go all the way up to the top and we're going to go around and I want you to make a sentence using each of these words that we've learned. So, starting with Alejandro, can you tell us a sentence with this word smuggler?
Sorry, do you want I do a sentences?
Yes, create your own sentence.
Yeah, so Pablo Escobar was one of the biggest smuggler of the world.
Right, good. Perfect.
Okay, cool, thank you.
Okay, our next word is hijacking. Hijacking. Carlo, could you tell us a sentence using hijacking?
Right. For example, on 9/11, there were some terrorists that hijacking the planes.
Right, good. But in this case, because you're using it in past tense as a verb, you would say there were some terrorists who hijacked
Oh,
the plane.
okay.
Right. Okay, good. Good. Now our third word is probation. Probation. Gassen, could you give us a sentence with probation?
A criminal who is out of the jail could put under probation for a year or even more.
Right, great. And if at any time anybody has any questions, please go ahead and ask. Our next word is blackmail. Blackmail. Goodman, could you read this one or give us a sentence?
Yeah. Let me know the meaning first. Is it to threat somebody?
Yes, it's to threaten somebody by saying you will release information about them.
Yeah,
or something like that.
Yeah, he was blackmailed because he said the truth. I don't know. Say okay. Is that right?
Like, give us another example.
Yeah, I don't know really what to say, but I want to make a try. He was blackmailed because he said the truth.
Right. Well, you could blackmail somebody to make them tell the truth. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Right. Good. Are there any questions about blackmail? Okay, good. Let's go to terrorist. Hakan.
The extremist terrorists hijacked the aircraft.
Right. Good. Okay. Next is burglary. Burglary. Johnny, could you give us a sentence using burglary? Are you there, Johnny? Maybe he's not there. Welcome, Jorge. How are you?
Thanks.
Good. Do you know this word burglary?
Burglary is a person who get money or other things without permission of the other people.
Right. Burglary is like stealing. So could you give us a sentence using burglary? Could you think of an example sentence using burglary?
Okay, example. The burglary has been stolen the picture.
Well, but burglary doesn't refer to the person. It refers to the crime. So you could say there was a burglary when the person stole the picture.
Okay, a burglary, not the burglary. Okay. I understand.
Okay, good. Let's go to the next word, which is verdict. Mohammed, could you give us an example sentence using verdict?
Okay, verdict. The judge has made his verdict against the prisoner.
Right, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, next is mugger. Mugger. Alejandro, could you give us an example with the word mugger?
Yeah. The mugger of the bank was okay. The mugger of the bank was taken by the police 2 hours after.
Okay, that's okay, but usually a mugger is a thief that robs people on the streets.
Okay, sorry.
So somebody that robs people on the street. So could you think of another one?
Yeah. The big mugger of the South neighborhood stole that old woman. Maybe? Fine. Okay. Thanks.
Okay, next is the verb to assault. To assault. Carlo, could you give us an example using assault?
Yes. The man in the street assaulted his brother, and he was put in jail.
Right, good. Now, when you're going to make it in past tense, remember to add the ed. So the man in the street assaulted.
All right.
Yeah. Good. Okay, the next word is thief. Goodman.
Thief. The police caught two thieves yesterday. Two thieves.
Right, good. And two thieves. And let me type that down. When you're writing
It
in
changed.
plural,
The time
right,
of it.
the F changes to a V. So can
Yeah.
everybody see that in the chat? Thieves with a V.
Thieves, yeah.
I can see it.
Thieves. It becomes.
Right, it's in the group chat, but I can also write it. Let me write it up here also. Maybe. Okay, did it show up on the presentation?
Yeah. I can see it.
Yes, there's the plural, thieves. Thieves. Okay, the next word is fraud. Fraud. So, Hakan, could you give us a example with fraud? Are you there, Hakan?
Yes, sorry, now I'm here.
Okay, could you give us an example using the word fraud?
Thanks to incentives in the office, nobody made any fraud.
Right, good. Fraud. Nobody made any fraud.
Yes.
Our next word is shoplifter. Shoplifter. Johnny, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, could you give us a sentence using shoplifter?
Shoplifters. Although the shoplifter left the store unnoticed, the evidence was clear on the security video.
Right, good. Okay. Let's go to the next. We have fine. Fine. Jorge, could you give us an example with fine? What is a fine?
This person feel fine because he has everything he want.
Could you say it again?
John feels fine because he has everything he wants.
It's not this. It's not that.
Yes, that's one definition of fine. Can somebody explain this definition of fine?
The meaning of fine is the punishment you get when you make something illegally.
Right, right. So in this case,
or the payment you pay.
right. In this case, fine means the payment that you have to pay when you do something bad or illegal.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, okay. I think,
It's okay.
Okay. Fine penalty.
Penalty. Right, right.
Penalty. Okay.
So can you think of another example?
Yes, because I have got sometimes with when I run so fast by the road.
Ah, okay, yes, yes. So you'll get charged a fine. You have to pay some money, right?
Okay.
Okay, the next word is vandal. Vandal. Mohammed, could you give us an example using vandal?
Vandal.
Yes.
The police arrested some vandals yesterday.
Right, good. And what did they do, the vandals?
They destroy public buildings.
Good, perfect.
Okay.
Okay, and our last word is witness. Witness. Russell, would you like to come up with an example for witness and type it? Okay, let's go to Alejandro.
Yeah.
Can you
Why
give
not?
us an example for witness?
So the kids, the kids were witness of the crash. Maybe that's fine.
Right, right. In this case, witness could be anybody that sees anything, but in this case, we're talking about crimes. So, witness of a crime.
Okay. So the kids were witness of the murder.
Right, good. But I hope not.
Okay, good.
Okay, perfect. Are there any questions before we go? We only have a couple moments left. Any questions about any of the words that we went over today? Does everybody understand them okay?
Yes. Thank you for everything.
You're welcome. Thank you guys for coming and for participating. I hope you have a wonderful day.
Yes, we had.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
True.
Same
You
to
too,
you.
Audrey.
Yes, take care. Bye bye.
Bye
Take care.
bye.
Good
Bye.
weekend for you. Bye bye.